Netflix shows Combs debating with his lawyers about strategy.
Listen to me. I'm going to get off the phone right now, and I am going to let you professionals look at the situation and come back to me with a solution. No matter what nobody said. Let's just here and there, y'all are not working together the right way. We're losing.
Weird, bro.
The footage is part of a new, highly anticipated docuseries by director Alex Stapleton and rapper and executive producer Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, titled Sean Combs: The Reckoning. Was there anything that surprised you when you were watching?
I think it was surprising that he actually filmed it.
It was very interesting to watch a man who's known for his brand presence. You know, he has a really amazing knack for marketing and all of that, and how he was sort of taking that into account in how he was coming off to the public.
The exclusive video also shows Combs in Harlem greeting fans.
Off my back, bro. Lord, you win. I'm gonna win. Lord, you win. We win it.
I'll accept it. I need some hand sanitizer. Hold on. I got it. I've been out in the streets amongst the people. Yeah, I gotta take a bath. Like the amount of people that actually I'm coming in contact with, like that's what I have to do. You know what I'm saying? Oh. It's like 150 hugs.
You're a public person as well, and there was
Man, this shit's tripping, man. It's not letting me change the title. It's not letting me change the
Went away.
the thumbnail. I don't know what the hell's going on with YouTube Studio.
That was.
I can't see anything on my back end, but I got my phone open, and my phone lets me see that I'm live. Top of the morning, Cree.
Do that in front of the camera.
Yeah, YouTube Studio's tripping. It's not letting me change my thumbnail or title.
How do you respond to people who say
I have to have my phone
that
open just to see the comments. I don't know what the hell's going on. I've been battling with this thing for like the last 30 minutes.
What they consider.
And then when I try to end the live, it probably won't let me end it on YouTube Studio, so it's probably just gonna be stuck going. Did it just end? What the hell is going on? The hell is going on here? Am I live? No, well, it's not. It's YouTube Studio. That's how I read the comments and change everything. Am I live right now? I can't tell from my end.
Pre-existing beef.
Let me play this and see if it pops up on my phone.
It's me being uncomfortable with him suggesting that he takes me shopping, or I looked at it like it was like a tester, like maybe you'll come play with me, type of thing, right? And it's not personal.
I think it's important to also let people know that the show is not complete.
It's showing me on my phone that I'm live. Stream element is commenting. I guess let me try to see. Stream elements will help right now. Because are we live? Let me know in the chat if you can hear me. Top of the morning text, so you can hear me. You can see me. Because YouTube Studio wasn't letting me change my title or thumbnail. I've been battling with it for like the last... All right, cool. Well, I guess I'm just going to have to go off the chat on my phone. But then I'm stuck with that damn thumbnail and title from yesterday. Maybe after I'll look at StreamYards, like Cree was telling me. I don't know what the hell's going on. Ah, fuck it. What can you do? Yeah, man, this shit's shady as hell. Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties. It's always something, right? It's always something in life, man. Let me put my phone over here so I can see the chat better. But yeah, I guess I'll check out StreamYards like you're saying after this, Cree. It's just YouTube Studio worked so easy for so long. All right, well, seems like the biggest news, so let's see what this got to say, and then we'll watch Just Clip's video he made.
Little video. At first, I wasn't down. Normally, I work with well-endowed, well-hung professionals, and you haven't really proven yourself. But after a long conversation with my husband here.
What did she whisper to Adam right there? I couldn't hear it. Oh, yeah, I figured that, but that was on. I just wanted to see if it was playing at first.
I've decided.
That's what ESPN does, fucking bastards.
You have 2 weeks. That should be enough time to get tested, to get your stamina up, to just get all around prepared. I want you showered. You, me, a cameraman, and my husband sitting in a little chair in the corner watching us. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hey, Blueface, I saw your little video.
What did she say?
At first, I wasn't down. Normally, I work with well-endowed, well-hung professionals, and you haven't really proven yourself. But after a long conversation with my husband here, I've decided.
Did she say, I don't know what his wiener looks like? This gotta be a troll. I hope it's a troll. Because I get working with professional, well, I don't really get it, but the whole professional thing, whatever. But now you're gonna start hooking up with people Adam interviews and friends. Like, I don't know, man. That's dangerous. Top of the morning, Eduardo. But let's see what Just Clip's got to say, because I think he put it all together. This was crazy. You got the auctioneer.
Yep. So that's right. Adam22 is back to auctioning off his wife. Blueface just got out. And of course, Adam's interviewing as many people as he can within the Blueface universe. And during this Jada and Alexis clip that dropped, we got kind of a reveal of what some plans are, or something that's already in motion. There might be contracts already signed behind the scenes. Oh, excuse me, wait. Whack 100 doesn't sign contracts. So I don't know if they would sign the contract with Blueface. They're doing it the good old janky nigga way of business, where there's no contracts, just verbal agreements, and which end up leading to disputes. That's a sidebar for an upcoming video that I have. That's a follow-up to the Whack 100 in the game video that just dropped, 2 days ago at the time that this one's hitting y'all. But anywho, so Leonard the Plug is back up for auction, and this time it's going to whoever has the most clout plus money ratio, I guess. Not really money. So what you're gonna see here is they're finding a way to monetize the clout of Blueface in the form of Leonard the Plug getting folded like some laundry on a Saturday morning. So yeah, let's get into these clips.
You want me
concerned about your vision to start with?
Yeah, I'm confused on like what kind of life you want me to have as your baby mama.
I want you to be boring, stay at home, take a BBC once a month. But besides that,
and off the back, pause. What the hell
crazy, man.
Have I gotten myself into? Into the mind of a drunken Adam 22. Now, see, this is the thing I realized while preparing this video is we don't really see Adam drinking on camera that much anymore, but this is where his mind goes to. It goes to these dark, dark, dark pits of hell. And yeah, I'm gonna splash some holy water on myself after making this video because what the man, what the fuck? Her monthly allowance
holy water, bro,
is some black meat, some well done beef is the monthly allowance, and this is what keeps the marriage around. I won't even say alive and well, just it keeps it around.
It's what keeps the money in the bank account. That's for sure.
You take care of me. You make sure that I'm good. I just
go to the club with Jaden.
Oh,
I'm always trying to manage people that I don't manage, and then they won't let
Jaden shuts it down quick, though.
me. They like overrule my managing.
That makes sense to me. I mean, you don't really like put yourself out there as a manager, so why would anyone be like, yeah, sure, manage me?
But from time to time, I like to get on my Kanye and just start telling people, hey, put this jacket on. Stand over there. Don't say anything.
Get on my Kanye is crazy foreshadowing. Now, Kanye was one of the only and definitely the most vocal supporter of the Free Diddy movement. And I think it's because he was basically saying that's twin. Like, that's just like me. I like to sit in the corner and you know, lather myself up and you know, roll the dice as I
think I was able to change the thumbnail
that
now.
I direct, you know, in the bedroom. That's essentially the Kanye Diddy meta.
Yeah, I was able to change the thumbnail, so we're a little better
divorcing
there.
you.
Let me change the
you know, I don't know. I think it's an idle
title.
thing. I don't think you're going anywhere. Anyway, Jaden, it's very, very excited to have you in here. I feel like
yeah, no, the Karen voice tone tells me that Lena the Plug might be serious about divorce soon. She's probably just getting all the hall passes that she can get. I mean, shit, it might be an unlimited hall pass at this point.
Top of the morning,
that's the thing. You know, back in whatever year Adam was still cool before the first Jason Love gate happened. I remember Adam's perception was like people would be like, "Oh, I'm trying to be like Lena the Plug and Adam." Like you would see tweets like this pop up, more so from the female end. They're like, "Oh, I'm trying to find my Adam 22." They were like a lot of people's version of couple goals, right? You know how that was a thing. I mean, Dirk in India was one of those archetypes, and then for the more freaked out side, you had Adam and Lena the Plug. But then you see that all changed when Adam's perception kind of got ruined, like how he's perceived by the world. It got muddied up by that first tape dropping, right? And before that tape, it's like, oh yeah, like he gets threesomes all the time. How cool! He has the coolest podcast in the world, interviewing people before they even pop. You know, it was a lot of good times, if you will, a lot of positive PR, and I don't know what he was thinking, or, you know, I don't actually, excuse me, I do. And it's not what Adam was thinking. This all started, the Buck Gate all started.
I do miss Ralphie coming by sometimes. I fucked with that dog. That dog was cool as hell.
With Leonard the Plug seeking her revenge. She let Adam run it up. He had the unlimited hall pass. I believe everything they do is still, you know, that nature, but now we know, you know, as Lush occasionally brings up, Lena does scenes by herself with other men, and Adam's not invited to watch or join, and so that has been kind of a strain on the relationship, if you will. But yeah, so before we continue any further, I have some great news, or really terrible news for the viewers, because I know Most viewers hate getting ads that are not skippable inside of the videos, the podcasts that you watch, tune into every week, every day, whatever. But we have our first advertiser. Here's the ad read right here. You don't want to skip this, I promise. All right, y'all. So real quick before we get back into this episode, I gotta shout out the newest sponsor.
This fool's a fucking troll, man. He's setting up the prize picks for the... I mean, honestly, I think they got a healthy relationship, bro. It seems like they let each other do whatever they want. And, I mean, it'd probably be kind of rough for them to find another significant other after all this. Like, they'd probably have fun, but it would be rough. So I think they're happy together.
Of this channel, that is Prize Picks. You feel me? They have a new section on the app where you can bet on pop culture and...
What is it? What's that other one where people be betting on or forecasting like presidential elections and all that shit? I don't know if it'd be Prize Pick, but I guess the Prize Pick jokes make sense.
You know, just like YouTube culture, they got everything on there. I wouldn't be surprised if they bring back World Star Hip Hop. But anyways, so with Prize Picks culture section, you can bet on, guess what? Adam22 and Lena the Plug's marriage. Yeah, they made it a prop bet. I'm not kidding. But as of right now, you can pick over or under on 12 months. You feel me? And listen, I'm not trying to be messy, but when your marriage has more guest appearances than Adam's podcast, the public deserves a chance to parlay that chaos. Prize Picks uses cutting-edge analytics like Instagram comments, awkward podcast clips, and body language experts breaking this stuff down all day, every day to bring you the most accurate projections for this very unique relationship. So head over to prizepicks.com now and lock in your pick today. More or less on that 12 months. Use code LUTLUSHHIT.
All right, I was able to fix the
Not
title
for a
now
deposit
too. Thank
match,
goodness.
but just because, you know what I'm saying? And get on that right now because this drama's moving faster than the algorithm. See ya.
The female host thing.
Really? Give me a
I mean, how good do you think the OnlyFans will go up with the Blueface collab? I mean, probably, I guess, right?
shot.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think that people want to see that.
I actually like that because you are probably one of the only women in the world that I would not try to bang.
But what does that mean?
Yeah,
I would bang your wife though.
No, I was just kidding. But also, like, you know, like the blue.
That's the one everybody wants to see. Jaden and Lena collab, bro. Put on the strap on and go to town.
Blueface thing means that, like, by definition, you as his baby mama, I have to always treat
You're
you
off
with respect.
limits.
Like, no matter how much, because like,
He tries to everyone else is what he's trying to say.
Me and
Do you think that he would not try to bang your baby mama?
I don't think that he would. Just
I'm not gonna lie, that initiative right there by Jada and Alexis, what she just said, that rebuttal, that comes from lots of experience of people approaching her. She tries to curve them at first, you know, play ball, and then she's used to hearing that line right there. Oh, do you think that, you know, you think he being loyal? And then she's like, nah, he ain't being loyal, and she going. This has been a thing. She running game. She ain't playing.
because me and her are more of like a current married, not cheating on each other thing.
Do you think he's scandalous? Do you think he would do that?
Oh, he is.
You think that Blueface would try to
I
take
wouldn't
down
leave.
Lena?
I wouldn't leave Lena in a room with him by himself. No,
Really?
I wouldn't. Why would?
She low key started fantasizing right then and there. You could see it. You could see it in her in the little look off to the side thing. I forgot where I heard it at. I was still in like high school when I heard it, but apparently there's a way to know when somebody, like, there's different type of thinkers. Like some people when they want to go into deep thought, they look off to the left or right, or they look up or down, or you know, some people start playing with their hands.
On his Instagram
the
too.
obvious one is like, oh, you start twirling your hair. That's more of like a flirtatious thing. But that look off, the look off happened when she started thinking about divorce. The look off happened when
we need one of those like body reader dudes to break all this shit down.
she started thinking about being alone in the room with Blueface. You know, now this is all probably a preset play. But that part right there, I don't know if that's the bad acting. That might be genuine thought or fantasizing, or shit, even thoughts, if you will.
Yeah, that was some deep
And
thought
Lena?
right there.
If you
I don't
were
think
left,
it's Lena's fault at all. I think it's his fault.
if you were left in a room with a tall face tattoo,
Chocolate man.
My weakness.
chocolate man, is this starting to sound like Jason Love?
I think I could resist the spell that Blueface puts women under. Yes, I really do think I could.
All right, so after them confirming that Blueface is her type, Adam and Lena both do a little bit of fantasizing together. Literally, I'm not kidding. And then they decide to kind of throw their line out there, cast a net, because Blueface is the fish they want to catch. So they're gonna try to trick us, the audience members, into thinking that this is Lena trying to convince Adam to let her get folded up by Blueface. But in reality, it's really, I don't know. So basically, she's gonna say, well, the only way I'll do it is if we're allowed to film it and monetize it. so it's like, oh, perfect. That's music to Adam's ears. That's what he wants. Because by agreeing to that and kind of playing
Shout
it
out
out
Ralphie,
on the
man.
pod,
Ralphie the
he's
pup.
hoping that maybe,
That's
just
my
maybe, he
dog
won't
right
be
there. Well, not my dog,
ridiculed
but
to the literal
the
pits of
homie.
hell, like
Top of
the
the
first
morning,
time he
quick.
agreed to such a thing. For their other business, the other podcast that they do in the other room. So it's either that they're fishing, trying to throw it out there, mull over the idea, or, and this is the more likely one, this was already in motion, and they're just rolling this out to the audience, basically letting us know what's coming down the pipeline. No pun intended.
I mean, if he let me film it and I could make money off of it, hey, I think
I mean, he had a good point. Do you think this was all pre-planned, or was just on the spot right here in this interview?
you're in that plan too. I think you would say yes
That's
too.
a good question.
You would say yes.
Yeah, well,
It would be definitely.
All right, so now we're going to get into some social media post courtesy of the Reddit. Shout out to the hashtag #LetLushHit. Also the Prize Picks promo code #LetLushHit. But before we get into that, just a little sidebar. I
wonder how Germ feels about that joke. She probably ain't fucking with that joke at all.
I see why, Blueface would like to keep Jaden around. You see how she's wingmanning this entire situation. She's let Blue hit. She's team let Blue hit. And I'm sure he greatly appreciates that.
Adam.
Well, the more Blue brings in, probably the more she gets a kickback from it.
I will fuck your wife, nigga. Dead homies. I will fuck your wife, nigga. On camera. We can film it. For sure. I get my percentage. You know what I mean? But it's just me and your wife. No other dicks.
I mean, none of them are really scripted. But I mean, I guess sometimes they'll come up with like jokes and little stuff that they want to run. But scripted, nah, not for the most part. You could tell when it's gonna be like when the fake fights happen and all that shit. Like y'all could tell.
I don't want to see a little pink dick, man. I don't want to. Come on, man.
So there's Blueface's response
Funny
to
tech.
this is just the first clip.
Imagine you
dropped
just see it
from
go
their newest interview with Jade and Alexis.
Right by the front door when Lush walks in the house every night, there's like a bunch of marks right there to the side where she backhands him, and then always just there's like like where people wipe their boogers on the walls or whatever. There's just a bunch of little white cottonmouth marks from Germ smacking Lush when he walks through the door.
I'm not membered up, so I don't know how the rest of the interview goes. And we'll leave it to Lush to give us the review of the one that goes on in the other podcast, because I'm not doing that. I think if you're out here watching Plug Talk and working at No Jumper, that's for sure kind of questionable, to say the least. You might be a little bit on the saucy Santana side of things, you know what I'm saying? But even to someone that watches,
the only person that most people ain't watching that shit, bro. Like, you really want to see Adam or your boss or whatever fucking piping? That's fucking weird, bro. If anybody really does. But you remember when he did the Trap Lord Ross interview, And Trap Lord's like, yeah, I'm subscribed to Plug Talk. I watch all of them. And we're all just kind of like, what, bro? Like, you're really saying that you subscribe to Plug Talk and you watch Adam bang all these girls? Like, that's a little fucking weird. That's really, really weird.
Is this enough? And you know, does
when
content
Trap said that, I was like, oh,
podcast,
you a different kind of
I'm
beast.
not trying to see Adam with his clothes off. I'm just not. But you know, to each their own. If that's how you get down, that's how you get down.
Lush got the football
Shout out to
helmet.
Lush, because he does
the MacArthur Park Vikings.
He said he's very excited to watch Adams meet him through Jade and Alexis.
We never seen TLR with the girl, right? I don't think I ever have. And that shit Damn Homie was saying about him, I'm pretty sure that was fake. But yeah, have we ever seen TLR with a broad? I don't think so. And Remo be over there spending a bunch of time with him.
He said that last week.
I fuck with you, Remo, but I had to.
That. Go check it out when you have time.
What the fuck was Munchie doing right there?
Yes, the reaction to that.
Munchie looked like he half asleep, fucking rubbing his tum-tum.
Go check it out when
she said, I think Trap Lord likes fucking piss and getting pegged or something. I forget.
You have time. But yes. So now Adam and Lena are gonna respond. And this is literally like, it's damn near a boxing fight promo is the approach they're taking to it. And I say boxing because Adam 22 is supposedly going to box Aaron the Plumber. I guess he was trying to do the Floyd Mayweather thing where you kind of pick an opponent that, you know, it's supposed to be an easy win. We all did kind of see Aaron the Plumber. Maybe everybody didn't. So
Adam better be hitting a boxing gym and really get to training because I think that's going to be a rough one. It ain't as easy as you think it'll be.
I know I saw Aaron the Plumber getting beat up in some like dirt field in the South or in Oklahoma or some shit. Apparently he was drunk, but that's no excuse. He was getting, you know, belt to ass. So Adam saw that and said, to hell with it. I'm trying to box Aaron the Plumber. Plus, Adam has a huge height advantage. I think nearly an entire foot of height advantage on Aaron the Plumber. But
that only works if you good with the jab and you can keep the distance. But if Aaron the Plumber can slip the jab, hit him with liver shot, body shots, and you hit way harder swinging upwards than you do swinging downwards. And I'm pretty sure Aaron the Plumber's probably pretty quick. I don't think he's a slow guy on his feet. What the fuck is up with Aunt Hefe and Munchie B, bro? They're both fucking rubbing their nipples.
I think it is important to know Aaron the Plumber low-key
he's wiping off some
long ass arms. He low-key got the Donovan Mitchell wingspan
or something.
Donovan Mitchell, he's like what 6'1", 6'2", I think, but he has a listed wingspan that's kind of like out of pocket. It's like 7'1" or some shit. Like, whoa, the fuck? You can guard small forwards, power forwards like that. That's kind of crazy. So, Adam, you might think that's an easy fade, but you might want to get some more measurements first before you just go full steam ahead in that, because he might fuck around and Mike Tyson you. And that's kind of, you know, short man just getting in the pocket. Anyway, this isn't a boxing podcast.
I don't know the last time Adam even sparred in a ring. I think Aaron Plummer probably done some sparring in his time.
But now they do their fight promo type response to this tape that they're rolling out, because I feel like I'm watching a rollout, an album rollout, a Jake Paul fight rollout, that type of thing. But the only thing that's going to be getting boxed is Lena's box. So they do their response, and here it is.
I saw your little video. At first, I wasn't down. Normally, I work with well-endowed, well-hung professionals, and you haven't really proven yourself.
I can't believe Adam's just sitting there like, yeah, like, I couldn't do it.
Well, I don't know what it looks like. But after a long conversation with my husband here,
it probably wasn't that long.
That I'm willing to make an exception. You have 2 weeks. That should be enough time to get tested, to get your stamina up, to just get all around prepared. I want you showered.
They should have said like, hey, 50,000 subscribers on OF and we'll do it. They should have demanded a certain amount of subs before they just went for it, right?
You, me, a cameraman, and my husband sitting in a little chair in the corner watching us.
And he's just like, yep. I couldn't do it, bro. I couldn't even troll and make a video like this.
Let's go.
So there's actually a lot to unpack from that little clip right there. First and foremost, and I probably should have said this at the beginning of the video, but Adam is clearly offended. I think his toes have been stepped on, at least.
I always trip how a lot of the LA dudes wear the upside down LA hat, because isn't that, it's like kind of technically dissing LA. Like I could see if Ant was wearing the upside down NY hat, because, you know, their hood's beef or whatever. But when you wear the upside down hat, I feel like it's like kind of throwing shots at whatever hat you're wearing or whatever city or whatever the case may be.
In his eyes by Akash. Now, I'm not going to make an Akash video, especially not like 2 weeks after it happened, unless some more wild shit takes place, then maybe, just maybe I'll do it. But Akash's wife, that shit was out, like, I actually was sitting there watching with my mouth open, like, oh shit, I didn't know it was this bad. I saw the chatter online, but I didn't know that shit was that bad. Now see, Adam chooses this lifestyle. He signs off on these things, he profits off of it. Akash is not profiting off of this shit unless he finds a way to make people laugh at his pain. Like Kevin Hart attempted with, I think that's his first stand-up. But anyways, you guys get my point.
That wasn't Kevin. Was he talking about Akash? That was not Kevin Hart's first stand-up, bro. I went to Kevin Hart's stand-up when he was on top of the world at the crypto center, Staples Center, and now it's called Crypto. But I went to that shit like 7-8 years ago. Maybe first one on Netflix, produced by them, but that was not Kevin Hart's first stand-up. Top of the morning, Progressive Overload.
So Adam's trying to go, you know, buck for buck, if you will, with Akash. He's kind of like, hey, no, I'm still the Michael Jordan of this shit, all right? But then Akash is raising up real quick, like, oh shit, the young bull kind of got it.
But what do y'all think? Do you think this Blueface shit helps the brand, or kind of like puts an asterisk by it and kind of just hurts it, like makes it kind of look like what the fuck?
I heard he even tried to defend the wife, which is fucking crazy. And another side note, real quick on that situation, that's how you know, women can be real petty. But I feel like she might have been offended that Akash and Schultz don't watch their podcast, because the other lady on the podcast that Akash's wife was doing all that exposing with is Schultz's wife. So they're like, okay, we're gonna make y'all boys watch this podcast then. And Flagrant's like one of the biggest pods in the world. So for no shout outs, no love, they said we're gonna get ours one way or another. But anyways, back to the matter at hand. There's a lot of cuts in that video, which is interesting. I don't know if that's a stylistic thing to try to make it go viral, if they're trying to do like the every 5 seconds thing. I don't know. But I think they're for sure hoping that clip goes as viral as possible. And the main reason I say that is because the captions, the words on the screen. Whenever you throw the words on the screen, you're hoping that shit goes stupid with the vertical videos. If you're lazy, you ain't gonna put no words on the screen, even though all you gotta do nowadays is throw it through the AI and the AI is gonna put it. It might mess up a couple words, but most people know, the hell with it. It's done. Give me my little, Reels views and YouTube Shorts and TikTok views. Run it up and run 20 videos a day through that motherfucker, right? But yeah, the words are a huge context clue that this is all obviously full rollout mode. Like I said, album promo mode, Jake Paul fight promotion mode, the whole nine is what they're going for. But yeah, we're gonna get up out of here on to the next topic at hand and whatnot. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for watching. Show some love in the comments or some hate. Either one is welcome as long as you're commenting, if you're feeling social, that is. And hit the like button, Subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you're not subscribed, that's crazy work. If you didn't hear.
Yeah, I don't know. What did he say? Who hasn't given a shout out?
And run 20 videos a day through that motherfucker, right? But yeah, the words are a huge context clue that this is all obviously full rollout mode. Like I said, album promo mode, Jake Paul fight promotion mode, the whole nine is what they're going for. But yeah, we're gonna get up out of here on to the next topic at hand and whatnot. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for watching. Show some love in the comments.
And if anything, this benefits Blueface more than anybody else. I mean, unless, you know, they get a bunch of subs on the OF or something, but this really benefits Blueface more than anybody else, in my opinion.
Or some hate, either one is welcome as long as you're commenting, if you're feeling social, that is. And, you know, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you're not subscribed, that's crazy work. If you done heard 3 videos in the last 30 days, that's just the little rule around here. Shout out to all the members of the channel. Shout out to Yada.
You see Adam interviewed this fool?
Hey, yo, what's good with everything?
You think this is, how do you think all the essays feel in LA feel about this guy coming up to No Jumper? Because everybody hates this fool. You think it's going to make a lot of them avoid going up there, or you think they're not going to give a fuck and they're still going to come up there?
Everybody, man, I hope everybody's having a productive day, feeling blessed. And like I always say, it's one life, one chance. We only got one chance to do this right. Let's get it done. With that being said, man, interesting video that I'm about to post. I'm going to come at it my way, my personal opinion. The way I did on my other social media is because nobody else is saying it, so I'm going to say it. I think it's very unfair what's going on and what people are posting, especially when they're the ones that they're aggravating factors. They're the ones that are agitating people. They're the ones that are instigating situations, and the best they can do is say sorry. So let's get right into the video.
Now I'm finna break down why this dumbass and this dumbass in the middle, the third dude in the middle, is the reason why the fucking beautiful kids got hurt and they need to be put in jail.
Yo, this a cold case. Nigga died with his kids. They had no fa-
Y'all heard what he said in his music. And he got kids. Ain't that sickening? Let's continue.
At least an image of a car they say was...
Yeah, I think at least for a little bit, it's going to make a moratorium on any essays going up there for sure.
Used in
and like, I mean, his views are pretty decent, but yeah, I don't know. It kind of makes sense for him to go on that Bravo dude's podcast because, you know, the Bravo guy's ex-CEO kind of makes a little sense. Yeah, I just don't know. It's probably going to make a bunch of people like, yeah, I'm cool on that for a little while. We'll see, though. We'll see.
Deadly shooting earlier this year. The shooting happened on Tilden Park Street near Houston Avenue back on May 29th. Police say a 26-year-old man was shot and killed in his car. 2 young children were in the back seat. Police say 3 suspects jumped out of the car before opening fire. So here's the car. Then it drives.
Yeah, he's a dropout. He did like 17 years in prison. He's a norteño. And I guess he just wasn't down with the program after a certain amount of time, and he just pretty much dropped out. I'm not sure if he 100% debriefed, but he pretty much, when all this little prison content was starting, like, people would tell stories, but they would leave out certain details. Like, this guy puts full names, everything out there, which is a little dangerous, but I think he lives somewhere in the South. He moved out of California a long-ass time ago. And must have just came back to do the couple interviews run.
Drives off. Anyone with information is urged to contact police.
Top of the morning, Christian.
Now, this is the dude, Pay Me Bands. He's in jail for a murder that he was rapping about. Just recently that I just showed you. Okay? Now, check this shit out. Mind you, this nigga is dissing kids. This nigga said, I know I'm popping with this music, but I still spin. Hashtag free the fucking trophy. You dumb motherfucker. I hope they give your ass the button. The unlimited button. They poke your ass. Now, this is Nano, the one whose birthday party got shot up. Y'all put this shit out there. So ain't nobody gonna care about y'all kids fucking being at a motherfucking birthday party. You dumbass.
Better keep your blick, chasing down on that block. Give a fuck about no kids.
You know the hoes gotta talk on Facebook. And
I
you know the hoes
gotta
ain't
skip
lying.
that because that should
the
get me.
bitch ain't gonna say if you
have
know
to cut
you
out
know.
the whole thing.
But we all know that wasn't him. Of course, J-Bo locked up. But if y'all gotta read between the lines, these bitches don't. So who's at fault? Nano and Bands. These two at fault.
Now I played that for you.
You see, that dude Nano and Dougie3Z got parole violations. They're probably I think the Dougie Z dude got hit. I'm not sure, but they'll handcuff your ass to a bed real quick.
His account's right there, and he did a good breakdown of everything that was going on. He put it together himself. Same things that I was doing. But I like the way he did it, so I felt like...
Yeah, Dougie3Z got hit, I think. MB Nail got hit. Bands, BK Bands, he's in jail fighting a murder case from like, I don't know, like 5 years ago or something.
He needed to get his flowers. He needed to have his post seen. Because another man put it together, same narrative I did. And to me, I broke it down yesterday in all the video, in the Stockton Gang Wars video to the best of my ability. But there's more to the story. There's way more to the story. I even got EBK gang members banging on me in my DMs, talking mad stuff. And I'm like, bro, you sure you want me to do a video about you, bro? I am very crafty with the computer and the phone. I'm gonna leave it like that for now.
But wasn't all the EBK guys stepping up and saying, hey, we don't, or the, yeah, EBK dudes, weren't they all stepping up and saying we don't condone this shit?
So basically, like I said, the intended targets was MB Mel. You have Nano. This rapper right here will probably drop one of the biggest diss songs disrespecting certain people. And like the man described in the video, all these rappers went back and forth talking about killing kids and kids killing kids and, you know, them catching fools with their kids.
Yeah, it's hard in California to get paperwork because that shit's all like confidential or private or whatever. It's hard to get you have to get a disgruntled crimey that's pissed off to really put out the paperwork. Or if they come up and they want to appeal their case, then that's when it gets all public. Like you see the BG Knockout from Eazy-E's homie. Like how he always was saying essays can rat on black fools or whatever, and then it comes out that he ratted on an essay because the appeal paperwork came out.
You know, a dude died while his two kids were in the backseat of a vehicle. So they set the tone. They laid the demo down. They're the ones that set the bar. And now
What do you say?
a dude died while his two kids were in the backseat of a vehicle. So they set the tone. They laid the demo down. They're the ones that set the bar. And now people pay for that. My condolences to the mothers that lost their babies at this children's party. You got to understand, though, you associate with these kind of gang members, you think it's impressive, you think their chains and all their little glitter jackets are cool, their cute little fades, thinking that they're handsome, or whatever their relations are to you. You know, you surround yourself with these people, and these guys are just bringing death with them. The Reaper don't care who it takes. It just wants a body. The same way these gangster rappers want bodies. So this rapper Dougie3Z that was attendance at the party posts the 14-year-old little boy and says, I'm sorry. That's all he said. And if you go through his posts, he drops a YouTube video like 3 posts later of his music. So you apologize for kids getting killed at a party per your own actions, per your own lifestyle, along with the people you associated with who instigated a gang war even more by dropping more diss songs. And the best you could say is, I'm sorry. Then 3 posts later, drop some music on your YouTube.
These fools should have had security guards posted up at the front. They should have had like a row of cars blocking it off so people couldn't get by. I mean, if you know you really got beef in the streets like this, like, bro, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. You know what I'm saying?
Like, this was the appropriate time to drop some music on YouTube. That is crazy to me. That's diabolical, but it's also immature, and it's also, you know, I guess you could say narcissistic of you. Because truth be told, I did a video about him, and I looked at all of his music videos. Every song he's dropped, and I'm just showing you two across the screen, man, he's dissing the hell out of Osama. He's dissing the hell out of all these other rivals, all these other ops just gangbanging on him, saying that they should have known better. That's what they get. I've been smoking on this loud. It's been good because of this dead homie. Like, I don't even get that concept. Like, I used to
Well, they're like getting all his tattoos removed.
Yeah, I'm not smoking weed saying, bro, this dead ops tastes good, bro. Weed was good back then.
Yeah, that's definitely a visitor to it, the laser removal.
Level of slang and street terminology. Like, man, I'm smoking this op right now, man. It's good because he's dead. One for the homies. That's ridiculous. Just goes to show, like, these guys are
This guy got any new info, or is he just giving us his 2 cents?
so underdeveloped in their mind frame. Flashing the same stacks of money that they had last year. They ain't spent $1 of it because they want to keep that stack looking the same because they ain't got no motion to get real money. To me, apologizing, okay, maybe you are sorry. Maybe you have some type of relationship with this 14-year-old boy. Maybe you did wake up today and be like, man, I'm sorry that people paid for my mistakes and the people that I was associated with, and rappers, just gangster rappers from Stockton slid. They found an opportunity and they took it because y'all didn't give a damn about kids. Your friends and your camp and your...
I don't know. I feel like for these dudes to go do whatever they did, it would have had to have been more than just one person. They probably don't like a bunch of dudes that were in that party.
Gang were killing people in front of their kids, maybe even shot some kids. And they just said, you know what, if they don't care, we don't care neither. Now, it's going to be bad for the individuals that get caught or get charged for it. It's going to be real bad for them for killing kids. I hope lawmakers, start revising some of these laws. I hope Gavin Newsom does something, but, everybody talks so much smack about Gavin Newsom. That's a whole nother subject matter, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Gavin Newsom's a dumb
Here's
truck.
my approach to this video. How you going to be apologetic, but your music says otherwise? That was just recent. Those were your recent music videos and your recent songs that you dropped about killing your ops and your homies killing ops, and your ops got killed in front of their kids, and then it happens to you and you want to be apologetic about it. Like, no, you could be apologetic about it in your own music videos because a part of you may not be your...
This dude's just giving us his 2 cents, bro. But you see, I don't know if you guys seen this yet, but this dad speaking out. And I think someone was saying this is MB Nell's nephew. I'm not sure. But man, this shit, I couldn't imagine, bro. Like having a son and the story this guy's telling, and his daughter got hit too. She survived. She's sitting right next to him, but man, I couldn't imagine losing my son in front of my eyes like this, bro. Like, I would be ready to crash out. Like, fuck it. But then I guess you kind of got to think that you got other kids. They need you. So what good does it do for you to go crash out, catch murder cases, to get retribution for one kid? It would be hard not to, though. Really hard.
I have an image of my son dying in my head over and over and over and over. Then him smiling, then him walking away, then him smiling, then he coming. Like, I just keep seeing.
You have an image of him walking away, smiling, coming and going. Like, that part really didn't make sense to me. But, he's going through it, man. He's like right in the deepest point of trauma that you could be in right here.
Seeing my son in my head.
I'm surprised he even did a news interview.
Oh my God, he too.
And I think this girl got shot in the leg, or shot obviously probably in the leg because her arms and everything else looked fine.
Baby.
Painful images Patrick Peterson is now stuck replaying of his 14-year-old son, Amari, who was...
It's like, my son's the same age. Like, 13 and a half. He's going to be 14 in like 5 months. Man, I couldn't imagine.
Shot to death while at a child's birthday party.
His nickname was Ferrari Mari. That was my nickname for him.
Ferrari Mari.
Yeah.
He was fast.
Yeah, he was really fast.
Images, unlike the hundreds he has of Amari, smiling, hung on the walls of his home. Countless...
Crazy. As he walks around the house, he's just, going to be reminded of it every day.
Memories he's now holding close.
Maybe I should have just dove in front of the bullets and maybe he'll still be alive.
When bullets started flying, Peterson says it felt unreal. He grabbed his baby girl to duck behind a kitchen counter and then rushed to Amari when he saw he was down.
I'm on top of Amari. I'm trying to grab him. I'm like trying to see where he's hit because he's just sitting there just going. And I'm just like, man, I'm like, where you hit?
That means it hit him in the lung, man. And then the lung probably just started filling up with blood. Because I think if you get shot in the lung, it kind of just drowns you from your own blood, right?
Yeah, where you hit at?
He discovered a bullet hole the size of a nickel on Amari's chest. Despite being rushed to the hospital in life-saving efforts, Amari didn't make it, leaving Peterson, his wife, and other children who were there too, heartbroken.
My daughter, she got hit. I could have lost her, you know, and
2 kids shot, man.
It's gonna change her for life. My son, it's gonna change him for life.
Peterson says he lost the boy who made him the man he is today.
I was his coach.
Building Amari a life that he never had.
He got straight A's. He was a good student. He was a good team player. He was athletic.
Do you have any words for whoever is responsible for all of this?
If you have enough sense to pick up a gun and aim and shoot it, you got enough sense to take your responsibility of your actions.
I wouldn't have said take responsibility of all actions. I would have said, I hope you die tomorrow from a horrible death, bro.
A senseless act.
Yeah, bro. Like, I watched this last night quick, and I showed it to my wife, and I was just like, man, bro. It's funny. I showed this one to my wife, and, you know, she was just like, fuck, that's horrible. And then I showed the other video because it popped up after of Adam and Lena, and my wife was just kind of looking at me like, why the hell are you showing me this? Like, I could tell she had no interest in it at all. She was like, bro, get that fucking phone out of my face. I don't want to hear about that shit.
Left 2 other children and a 21-year-old dead.
This was one of the shoes that he had on the night, and his blood is on there.
And a father searching for peace. With parting words to...
What kind of shoes are those again? Are those like the Celine shoes, or what is that CD shoe?
His golden boy.
And Daddy is sorry, and Daddy love you, and Daddy miss you.
You can't ask
Daddy ain't gonna never be ready without you.
Man.
I have an image of my son dying in my head over and over and over and over. Then him smiling, then him walking away, then.
So sad, bro. So sad, man. You can even see my comment right here. Every parent's worst fear, losing a kid. I can't imagine what he's going through. Kind of crazy that he was just able to go on the news, and talk about it though, right? Like I wouldn't have been able to go on the news. I would have been talking a bunch of shit about the other dudes that came in there doing that shit. All right, speaking of kids, you see this shit? That fucking Doeboi guy from the 909? I guess his daughter came into the crib when he wasn't there. And went digging through his shit to jack him for a Peter. And then you see her running out the back. And then, this question, do you let her smoke? Can she come to you and say, Dad, can I get some weed to smoke with my friends? Lack of parenting. Yeah, I'm glad I quit smoking because, I'd be smoking and my kids are like, my daughter's a goody two-shoes. Your son, you just never know. But I'm glad I had to quit smoking for this CDL test, and I'm pretty much done at this point. That at least I don't have to worry about them digging through my stash. Because, once they start getting older, we know they're going to start digging through the stash if they're wanting to smoke.
I'm used to people robbing and trying to steal from me. But you never would guess it'd be your daughter going through your room and searching through your shit while you're not.
And then the daughter knows he got cameras all through the house, so she just don't give a fuck. She's like, yeah, I know where to get some flour. I'm gonna go tax my pops.
Home. And you praise her so much. Look how she steals from me, bro. Crazy. Your own fucking kid.
I don't know if I would have put this out to
Look at her
out
running
there.
out the back, bro.
Like,
Sad. Steals a pound of weed.
And I wonder, is this the same daughter that he got on the phone with her boyfriend, and the boyfriend was like trying to call the dad Holmes or whatever? And Doeboi was like, hey, bro, don't call me Holmes.
For me, and runs home. Runs back to her friends. You know, I'm used to people robbing and trying to steal from me. But you never.
And then she finds it in the dirty clothes. The dirty clothes used to be my stash spot for the Peters too, because a lot of times the last place people are going to look is in the dirty clothes because they don't want to touch your dirty drawers or socks.
Never would guess it'd be your daughter going through your room and searching through your shit while you're not home.
And it's like, did she find something on the other side too?
And you praise her so much.
What the hell is that?
Look how she steals from me, bro. Crazy. Your own fucking kid. Look at her right.
She was like, all right, I'm out of here. She probably got the homies outside in the car. She's like, I know where to go score.
Ran out the back, bro.
I wonder how old she is. Probably a youngster, right? Man, it's a cold world out here, bro. This guy said, put her out, acting like a 304. Want me to rob her so she can know how it feels? This is what spoiling kids get you. They feel entitled to your shit with or without your consent. I know because I was spoiled and used to steal from my parents all the time. I mean, honestly, like, I grew up broke. One time, dude, my mom got the tax return, and since a single mom didn't make that much, she always got earned income credit. A lot of times, like, I grew up not getting shit for Christmas or anything, bro. Woke up Christmas morning, nothing. Sometimes I'd lay there young. I knew Santa didn't exist, but I would be like, damn, I hope Santa does exist so I can wake up to presents tomorrow. But I did got to give my mom credit because when she got the tax return, she'd give me like $1,000, $800, and just like go to the mall and get yourself whatever you want. So I'd always get Christmas, you know, like the beginning of February. She would circle back and get me something. But one time, bro, I stole $50 out of my mom's purse. We went to the smoke shop and I wanted this pipe, right? First session, we were smoking out the pipe. The fucking thing broke on me. I was like, that's what I get for thinking I could steal from my mom. And I never stole anything ever again. Ever, dude. I was like, dude, it totally makes sense. Like, that's what I get for thinking I could get away stealing from my mom when she needs all the money that she could get to pay the bills. And I ended up telling her about the story like years later. And she didn't even know I stole the 50. But yeah, man. Life's crazy, bro. But yeah, I woke up fucking Christmas morning to nothing my whole life. Nah, right quick, like that's for sure how it goes. You know that FBGCasino dude that got busted with all the fentanyl? No, yeah, please fucking like. That shit helps a lot. They're talking about letting this FBGCasino dude out of jail, I guess. Like, that's kind of weird. So, probable cause to believe that on November 14th in the Northern District of Georgia, knowingly and willfully combined, conspire, Confederate, agree, and have a tacit understanding with others known and unknown to violate, whatever. That is, to knowingly, intentionally possess with intent to distribute controlled substances, said conspiracy involving 400 grams or more of a mixture of substance containing a detectable amount of fentanyl. Bro, I've heard kilos of fentanyl are cheap as hell. Like, don't they go for like 10 grand or something? They got pictures over here somewhere. On the 14th, this is FBGCasino, Rico DeVille and David Estevan Matillo. Sounds like some fucking cartel member's name. that were found inside the house at 1082 Holly Circle, Forest Park, Georgia, with approximately 17 kilograms of suspected fentanyl and an estimated, is that 300,000 or 30,000 in U.S. currency? But let's look up this address and see what this house looks like. Let me pull it up on Google Maps. It's funny. The lady said a trap house or a transaction house. This address 1082 Holly Circle. I wonder if it's the hood or it's like the nice side of town. College Park, College Park. So Decatur. So this is Atlanta, right? Yeah, Atlanta. Looks like a nice neighborhood. Maybe not. Kind of looks where who's the dude that tried to run away and jump the fence and died? What was his name? Oh, I like his raps. Young Scooter. Kind of looks like the area Young Scooter was in. I always trip over there in Atlanta where the houses don't have fences. Like in LA, we got fences around our whole house, like solid fences, either brick or the cheap ass plastic white ones. But I always trip how there's just no fences around these houses. So this special agent, April 23rd, my duties include investigating or violation of federal criminal law. Since this guy's giving his background. He's like saying why he's qualified. But here's somewhere, from the training experience, I know that it's common for conspirators with DTO to use multiple vehicles to transport controlled substances, to make drug deals, or to transport controlled substances stash. All right. I mean, there's pictures here somewhere. All right, the probable cause. Executed a search warrant on the single-family residence. Resident is a vacation rental property that is listed on site. Oh, so it was an Airbnb they were trapping out of. Before executing the search warrant, agents saw two vehicles parked in the driveway, one of which a 2023 Rivian. I like those Rivians, but I heard they're fucking made like shit. It was registered to Rico. The second vehicle was a white four-door sedan that was occupied by one male who was in possession of a firearm, but whose exact involvement is still being investigated. Agents began executing the search warrant and were giving verbal commands for the male to exit the white vehicle. FBGCasino booth, and a female ran out the residence through a side door. Agents apprehended a booth and the female at the rear. Yeah, you think you're going to be able to run out the back door and the cops are already going to be there waiting for your ass. Was in possession of two cellular devices and a rubber band stack of U.S. currency. Agents gave verbal commands for others to exit the residence, and male identified as David Montillo. This is probably the plug coming from California. Eventually came out. Diaz, who is resident of Southern California, was the only person inside the house. After all individuals on the scene were detained and agents cleared the residence, they began their search. In plain view throughout the kitchen area of the stove in a black duffel bag, agents found an estimated total of 17 kilos of suspected fentanyl in the form of kilogram bricks, as well as an estimated $300K in U.S. currency. Man, yeah, I heard that kilo of fentanyl is only like 10 to 15K. Like, that shit's cheap as hell. And that must have been a shit ton of 20s, man, for that shit. $300K If it's all hundreds, bro, it's not. It's a lot smaller than that. These fools were fucking probably got tens in there. An experienced amount of fentanyl is tended for distribution, which opinion is substantiated by large amount of currency found in the residence. Agents found 3 more rubber band stacks in a bag belonging to Boos. When an agent asked Boos to whom the bag should be given, he first said to his mother, but then claimed it's not his. Yeah, bro, you should have just shut the hell up. As long as his fingerprints and DNA aren't on anything, it's probably going to go to whoever the house is registered to. Though they'll get charged with it. The agents told Boos that agents were not going to keep the bag. Boos again then said to give it to his mother. Man, they're just trying to get you to find out who it belongs to. Stupid ass. For the agent's safety, they did not open the packaging to all the kilogram bricks of suspected fentanyl, but they were able to see through the packaging that some of the kilograms appeared to have purple tint. For this reason, agents did not perform field tests on these bricks, but will submit them to laboratory. Yeah, I mean, that's your best measure, because last thing you want to do is open these and get anything on you. But I always trip, man. Like, fentanyl's so dangerous, and then people be out here just messing with it. But what do they cut fentanyl with? Like, if this ain't a pure fentanyl brick, it can't be, because one little piece will fuck you off. So it has to be cut with something, right? Like, what do they cut it with to, like, blow it up this big? The one packaging of the 1 kilogram brick agents did open was black in color and stamped with LV, Louis Vuitton logo. A field test of the brick was positive for the presence of fentanyl. Agents also found a money counter and a food sealer in the kitchen area, which I know from my training experience are items commonly found in locations where drugs and proceeds are being Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, you need the money counter to make shit quick, and you need the food sealer to keep the smell away. I know, I still got, I don't know where it is, but, you know, from my heyday back in the day, I had a food sealer that lasted me like 12 years. That shit seen a lot of packs. And then it died one day, so I had to go to the hydro store and buy like a gnarly ass metal one. But I'm retired, bro. I've been retired for a minute. I had like, once the game changed and it was the same price from LA and in New York, I was like, bro, there ain't no room left for me. In one of the bedrooms of the residence, agents found 4 partial kilogram bricks of suspected fentanyl. In another bedroom, agents found a handgun underneath a bed, the owner of which agents will continue to investigate. Moreover, agents found 2 cellular devices at the residence that were damaged in a way that suggested someone tried to destroy them. Yeah, you tried to destroy it, but I'm sure they got away. All they need to get is the SIM number, and they'll figure out the rest. Bruce and Diaz were arrested and booked into Clayton County Jail. What happened to the broad? Did the broad just get sent home? Based on the foregoing, my training experience and information obtained through the investigation today, I respectfully submit there is a probable cause to believe that on November 14th, FBGCasino knowingly, willfully combined, conspire, confederate, agree. What's the definition of confederate? Because we're all lead to believe that's like from the Civil War. I guess, let me see. What is the definition of confederate? Confederate meaning. Oh, well, it says joined by an agreement or treaty, a person one works with especially in something so a person one works with especially in something secret or illegal, and accomplice. So yeah, I guess pretty much confederate means accomplice. What's taste it mean? I've never even seen these words, a couple of these words. Taste it? Why don't they just use fucking regular English? Understood or implied without being stated. Agree. Have a... How do you... tacit understanding with others known and unknown to violate Title 21. This is to knowingly, intentionally possess with intent to distribute controlled substance, said conspiracy involving 400 grams or more of a mixture of substances containing a detectable amount of fentanyl. Is scheduled to... Damn. I mean, I was around for so long. I mean, you guys got to kind of jar my memory, whichever ones that, you're interested in, I guess. I think they're trying to let this dude get out of jail, though. Let's see what that paperwork got to say. And court found although offense charge is very serious, the condition imposed by Magistrate Macbeth were sufficient to assure the appearance of the defendant and the safety of any person or the community as to danger to the community. The court found that Mr. Booth does not have any prior convictions related to drug trafficking and had his sole confirmed felony conviction successfully discharged under the First Offender Act. In terms of flight risk, the court noted that Mr. Booth was a lifelong Georgia resident with significant family and community support. The court rejected the government's argument that Mr. Booth's initial attempt to flee from officers indicated that he would not appear as required. The court reasoned that despite the intentional attempt to get away, Mr. Booth quickly followed the officer's command and was placed under arrest with no issue. Well, I mean, he tried to run, but not a flight risk. Furthermore, the fact that Mr. Booth successfully completed 6-year probation demonstrated his ability to comply. For these reasons, as well as those stated in that hearing, the court agrees with Judge Macbeth that a $100,000 bond secured by Ms. Booth's girlfriend's home, a requirement that Ms. Booth resides with his sister, who would serve as his custodian, and the condition of home confinement with location monitoring. The court grants in part and denies in part the United States motion for review of release order. The motion is granted as to the request that the court review the magistrate judge order to release and hold a hearing promptly, but denied as to the request that the court overturn the magistrate's. So pretty much he's getting out on bail, and they denied the state asking for him to be held. Top of the morning, JJ. Yeah, man, he got a $100,000 bail. I'm not sure how the feds work. In the feds, do you pay 10%? I guess let's look it up. How does federal bail work? Federal bail is a system where a judge determines if a person can be released from custody. Guide bail. The act outlined the framework for federal bail decisions. Oh, I guess she put up her house. Because I guess, like in California, it's 10%, so you have to put up $10K, and then you would have to put up like a car or a house or something for the other 90 grand. A friend or family member can sign an affidavit of surety to guarantee bail, which can lead to forfeiture of their assets if the defendant violates their conditions. Oh, right here it says bail bondsmen are not typically used. Federal bail is not a cash-based system that relies on bail bondsmen. Instead, it uses a system of conditions and supervision to ensure compliance. Damn. Well, it said right there that his sister put her house up. Yeah, it's Future's brother. That's what they're saying anyways. Top of the morning, Donnie Gomez. I fuck with your name, playa. Donnie Gomez up in here. It's funny, when I look at the no jumper chat, sometimes I wonder if those guys' names are Donnie or they just put that in there because my name's Donnie. Because Donnie, I mean, it's a kind of average name, but it's not too average. I think I've only met like 2 Donnies in my lifetime. I mean, my dad got the same name, but going to school, I only knew one other Donnie going to school. And he spelt it with an I-E and not a Y. Yeah, Donald's my whole name, but I always like to go by Donnie. I think when we get old enough, do we go by Don after we get old enough? I think I'm always gonna rock with Donnie though. Yeah, I watched it yesterday. He didn't really say too much. I seen Compa trying to keep my name alive though. Those fools were bringing up all kinds of fucking gnarly topics, huh? Yeah, I think that's state shit quick. The feds work a little different. They said you got to just give up a house. I don't even know if they take cars, but you got to give up something like to that amount, and then if you fuck it off, then they're just going to come take whoever's house that you put up. Oh yeah, here's this BG knockout shit. This fool always was saying essays could rat on black fools, but he gets caught snitching on some essays. Here, let me add this to my thumbnail ideas. So rapper BG Knockout is facing criticism for an interview he did with Vlad TV where he stated that Mexicans are allowed to snitch on blacks in the correctional system. Court documents have been brought to light where Orlandis Hinton, a.k.a. BG Knockout, identified a suspect in an attempted murder case from 1992. What do you think? Comment your opinion. In 92, when did Real Compton City G's come out? Here, let me look that up before we start this, because was that like right before that? So this happened before Real Compton City G's was even released. Real Compton City G's was released August 26, 1993. So this dude's had skeletons in his closet before he even made that song with Eazy-E. I'm in Los Angeles, San Fernando Valley to be exact, Donnie. Sounds weird to say my own name. The fact remains the Mexicans are allowed to tell on blacks and are clicked up with the same race deporting them. It's time to change. Yeah, I mean, the whites and the essays, we share the same side of the day room. But the northern Hispanics or Latinos, I hate to say Mexicans because they're Guatemalans, Salvadorans. Like, I've had Guatemalan homies and Salvadoran homies that get mad when you refer to them as Mexican. So I always try to, say Latinos, I guess. Unless I know your race, then I'll say, hey, Salvadorian or Mexican or whatever. Let's see what the comments got to say first. I said, that's a lie. I mean, to say that the whites are trying to deport them, I mean, I think it's a lot of different people that are part of ICE. I've experienced it. Happens all the time. If they find out you got a line with the staff, they'll tell. You're just talking. You haven't been in when you was in there to know. What? Drop a name and hood. You capping unless you was in a SNY yard. What neighborhood you from? I want to get that paperwork off the south side or you claimed ratted. Tony Yayo, 818. They just yapping. They don't have paperwork. I'm NHK. I ain't from no neighborhood, stupid. Pay attention. Damn. I wonder, what's NHK? What's the H stand for? Fuck, I don't know about the moon landing, but you watch all that stuff, it gets a little tricky because if you watch the old CIA documentaries, like there was a house up in Laurel Canyon on the top of Hollywood Hills where it was like a CIA headquarters, and they worked with all the movie studios because, you know, a lot of the movie studios were backed by the government at the beginning. That Chaos book that I was telling you about with Manson, it covers a little bit about all that shit, how the CIA was involved in the movies at the beginning. Because I think, like, wasn't Ronald Reagan in a lot of propaganda movies when he was younger? To the individual who's reading this, please quit overthinking everything, every day and night. Stop obsessing over your failures. Stop doubting it. Oh, okay. Copy and paste. Blacks telling on Mexicans is expected. Checks out. No wonder if he said that bro was in a PC yard where all kinds of telling goes down. Ain't his bro a P-file also? I remember that a while back. All right, let's see what they got to say. All right, well, they're trying to get us copyrighted. So right here on July 8th, 1992, David Kirkwood and Orlandis Hilton was standing in front of a Kirkwood's girlfriend's apartment on 109th Street near the corner of Mona Boulevard. I wonder, is BG Knockout from Mona Park Crip? Kirkwood and Hinton saw Herrera and Alvaro Cruz Pena at the corner. Pena was wearing a black trench coat and a beanie. Herrera and Pena walked towards Kirkwood and Hinton, and Herrera stood by Pena's side. Pena shot Kirkwood in the arm and Hinton in the back. Pena and Herrera fled together. And it's crazy. Like, the dude ran away and didn't even go that far, just like went around a corner. After the shooting, Kirkwood and Hinton identified Pena as a shooter and Herrera as his companion. Hinton said that he had seen Herrera before, that the perpetrators were members of the Colonial Watts gang, and that Hinton heard Joker was the shooter. Let me see if I can open that because the fucking YouTube studio ain't working, so I don't got my chat up. But you know what? Actually, I can, let me do it this way. I can get my chat up this way. Damn, why is the chat not working? The hell, bro? My computer ain't like, I can get it to go live, but I can't get the chat on my computer. I can't open my YouTube page. Yeah, let me open it on my phone and then I'll send it to it. The Vlad TV one? I could probably find the clip too. After the shooting, Kirkwood and Hinton identified Pena as a shooter and Herrera as a companion. This is when they say it was Joker. Oh, it's the... All right, I'll check that out after. Is that it? I thought I had a better clip. Let me see. Oh, Danny Jones? I like some of his shit. How long is it, though? Damn, 3.5 hours?
All right, gentlemen. Thank you both for being here. Mr. Charlie Duke, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you very much.
Bart Sibrel, thanks again
for
traveling halfway across the world to come here and hang out with me and Charlie Duke. To start this thing off, I want to basically introduce both you guys. Charlie, you are an Apollo astronaut, one of the last 4 surviving Apollo astronauts, the 10th man to walk on the moon on the Apollo 16 moon landing mission. And Bart, you are
what's the best
proponent in the moon landing hoax hypothesis?
All the timestamps are in the bottom right here. Which one should I go to quick? Yeah, we can pull up one of the timestamps. Astronauts confess they never reached the moon. Let's start with that one.
To the moon.
Okay.
And clip D20 is a space shuttle astronaut saying Earth orbit is their limit. That's why they're faking being halfway to the moon in that clip we showed for radiation.
Okay.
We must solve these challenges before we go through that region of space. Here's an astronaut in clip 20 saying the farthest they can go with current technology is Earth orbit, and they hope to eventually go to the moon.
Okay, let's watch it. 30 seconds.
Right now, we only can fly in Earth orbit. That's the farthest that we can go. And this new system that we're building is going to allow us to go beyond and hopefully take humans into the solar system to explore. So the moon, Mars, asteroids, the moon, Mars, asteroids, the moon, Mars, asteroids. There's a lot of destinations that we could go to, and we're building these building block components in order to allow us to do that eventually. Eventually.
Right.
Yeah. He says eventually go to the moon.
Sure.
And he's not the only one. There's 2 other short clips. I mean, if he's misspeaking, then we have 3 people misspeaking. The next one says this is the beginning of humans leaving Earth orbit. That's clip D21. The beginning of humans leaving Earth orbit is what this astronaut says. Clip 21.
Okay.
But we're also really pushing the boundaries in terms of where we're going.
Look, bro, once in my life, I would like to be with no gravity just to experience it, bro. Like, you see how the hair's floating and you could just, like, do somersaults? That shit look like it would be cool as hell. Even if they just flew you up there where the plane kind of goes down and you're, like, gravityless or whatever the proper pronunciation is.
Forward with exploration. I think humans are naturally driven to do this, and this is really the beginning. Why
is it skipping like
human
this?
beings leaving low Earth orbit.
And the next clip is from about 4 months ago. An astronaut for the Artemis program saying this is going to be the first time we send humans to the moon. He even says before it, you got to pay attention. You may not like this, or words to the effect that the other guy said.
Okay.
Clip
this is
D22.
the last clip we're going to play on this topic, then we're going to move to the next one.
Sure. That's how I have it.
Okay.
This is going to be an odd answer. It might land wrong, but I'm going to try anyway. This is the first time we're going to send humans to the moon. This is the first time we're going to send humans to the moon. This is the first time we're going to send humans to the moon.
What did he say after that? You cut it out. What did he say after that?
Well, he went on talking, and they passed the microphone back and forth.
Yeah, but how do you know?
Have 3 hours.
How do you know he didn't? How do the viewers know that he didn't say in 53 years or something like that? Like you just.
Oh no, he didn't. You can find it.
Okay, we'll take your word
it.
for it, I guess. But
yeah,
like,
I mean, I listened to it. It's just, they passed the microphone around. He even said something to the words of the effect, "This may rock the boat of the audience" or whatever, something like that.
Okay.
I mean, you've seen all like the shit where they point out how it could be fake and like shadows and shit, right? I guess this is like.
And I think you.
Let's
said
look
this
at this
before.
last one.
If we did fake it, if we faked Apollo 11, why wouldn't they just say?
Because, I mean, if it was fake and all that, it's because everybody was trying to get there and we wanted to look like we could get there first. Because didn't Russia just go there and circle it or something, supposedly?
okay, we went to the moon. Wash our hands of it. Why would we fake it 5 more times?
Because the government is greedy. My first military source who told me the missions were fake said it's all about the money. $250
It's all about the
billion
money.
in today's dollars to go to the moon when they only achieved Earth orbit. That means they can keep about 75% of that. Tens of billions of dollars. Well, I guess what is, 25% of 250 billion. That's what they spent, and they kept 75% of it for who knows what, to go into Cambodia.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know,
Congress
man.
said you can't use funding to go into Cambodia. We know they did. Where did that money come from? The Apollo program. Just like now, they said you can't give technology to China, but they're doing it anyway. They're breaking their own laws, according to someone who works in the command center of the Chinese Space Agency. So if you believe in God, pray for the truth to come out. I pray for you. I have no animosity toward you at all. I might have done the same thing under your circumstances. I regularly pray for the astronauts, and I think it would be great if one of them came forward. The problem that the general is facing is there are more than one person alive associated with the Apollo program. If only one person claimed to have walked on the moon solo, they probably would have told the truth by now. But if he confesses, he's ruining the lives of other people.
Well,
Watch. The CIA, Hollywood Hills. This house is no longer there. So Hollywood Hills. Movie. I guess maybe say conspiracy. I'm not sure. I'd have to do some research to really find it. Yeah, it's going to be too much for me to find, but there's some good info on the CIA house that they had in the Hollywood Hills that they say controlled the Hollywood movie industry back in the day. Man, you guys see this shit going around? Blueface lawsuit. Supposedly this fool owes like $15 million. He owes some girl like $1 million, and then he owns a dude he shot in Vegas, like $14 million or something. Man, these are all old, but what's her name? I forget what someone's name put it out yesterday. Ah, fuck. Let me see. Jonathan Jamal Porter lawsuit. I guess it was transferred to California too. Yeah, but look right here. Defamation case from Jacqueline Martinez, Soulja Boy's child mother, and a lawsuit filed by Las Vegas strip club owner. Porter was offered to pay Martinez $125,000 in defamation case and over $13 million to strip club owner after he failed to respond to the lawsuit regarding a 2022 shooting. Reason: Martinez sued Porter for defamation after he made social media posts suggesting Soulja Boy's son could be his child. You gotta be dangerous on this internet shit, bro. If you got money, they're gonna come sue your ass. All right, this is an interesting one. The Las Vegas strip club owner. The lawsuit was filed after a 2022 shooting outside the club that resulted in the loss of the club's license. outcome. A judge ordered Porter to pay $13 million in damages, including lost revenue. The judgment was granted after Porter failed to file an opposition to the lawsuit. Man, when you get sued, bro, you got to take that serious and go show up. I had to file bankruptcy one time because when I had my glass company, this guy, I was getting titanium nails from him, right? And he would come, and I wasn't getting them, but my receiving chick that would check everything in, she didn't know better, and she kept signing the goddamn paper accepting all these nails. He ran up like a $80,000 bill, and I was paying him for a while, and then I just got tired of his ass, and I was like, bro, fuck you, man. Get the fuck out of here. And, you know, kind of find out, bit me in the ass, because then he served me paperwork, and then I didn't take it serious. I didn't go to court, and then end up like hitting me for 50 grand. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to file bankruptcy, bro. Like, you definitely ain't getting no money out of me after you tried to okey doke me by having my employee sign these papers that we received them. And that shit's almost up. It was like 5 years ago. So I only got like 2 years yet left, but it's funny. I had better credit now and more credit cards now than I did before I filed bankruptcy. Like, bankruptcy is a tool. Yeah, you're right. I didn't know they went 6 times either. I thought they only went once. Yeah, all this stuff's old videos about it. Trip out. I got like 30 minutes left because my son gets out of school early today. What else we got here? Oh, let's get into some politics. Bro, you see, Ukraine security unit confirms Black Sea attack on 2 Russian oil tankers. But it's like, you shady bastards, bro. Like, you guys are blowing up oil tankers in the water. So you got more hate towards the Russians than caring about our planet. Like, you're just going to go blow shit up and let oil all out into the Black Sea? Like, what the hell is wrong with y'all, man? See? And then they film it. They got their little boat drones. And it, like, I'm surprised like the Russian oil tanker isn't like shooting these things down or something. Dude, I read the other day that Russia's already lost a million soldiers in this Ukraine war. Like, Putin just keeps throwing his civilians, are, I guess, his army people, but he just keeps throwing bodies at the problem. Like in World War II, I think they lost 23 million Russian citizens. It's just crazy, bro, the way Russia works. They're like, well, we'll just throw bodies at it. We'll just throw bodies at it. And I thought they were going to talk on this. That's what I get for just copy and pasting a thumb title.
He wants to get it done. We'll
All
see.
right, let's
There's
trip
a
on
great
this.
animosity
And I think he
between
did
him and
another
Zelensky,
live this morning.
You probably have noticed, right? And it's, I think it's hurting the process. Yeah, please.
Mr. President, thank you. Curious, why did you authorize the CIA to go into Venezuela?
Oh, wow.
And
If it's
is
live,
there
you can't
more
describe
information
it?
you can share about these strikes?
Damn.
On the alleged
Well, I can't
drug
do
bust in
that,
the
but
Caribbean?
I authorized for 2 reasons, really. Number one, they have emptied their prisons into the...
No, they just have this thing on fucking repeat, bro. Shit pisses me off. What did his press conference this morning that they had going?
Okay. We can cut that then. We can cut that. Hello.
Yeah, I got to get better on my politics topics, because I always try to get them, and then a lot of these things are just on repeat. All right, here we go.
Your questions and giving you a lot of good.
And
the lowest price in the world. It's people said you could never do that because you couldn't get the countries to agree to it. I did. Every country agreed to it because I said, if you're not going to agree to it, that's okay. I'm going to charge you tariffs. And as soon as I said that, they said, we agree. And then we had to be a little tough with the drug companies, but they came along. The bigger problem was the countries. The countries just wouldn't go along with it, but they did.
Nah, my
Every
bad.
country.
I'm dropping the ball today.
Drug prices by 528.30. They get harder and harder. And they said, would you like to do it? I said, well, no reason to do it. Nobody's ever done it. I'll do it maybe, but there's really no reason. They said, sir, the problem is this is Walter Reed Hospital. And then
States of America. This is about global change of trade. We've been ripped off since 1945.
You know what's crazy? I'm listening to this book at night before I go to sleep called, you know how they made the Federal Reserve on Jekyll's Island? And I'm listening to it. I'm only like 4 chapters in, bro, but it's just kind of crazy how they created the Federal Reserve and all the tricks that they had and everything that they did. Bro, it's wild, man. And it really explains why inflation has went up so bad in like the last 60 years.
We set this policy. So we set out, and together with my partners, James.
Yeah, let's just do Adam Mockler, because Adam Mockler will have some good shit at least. And he'll get to the point. And then we could see what we like about him or we don't. This one was pretty interesting about Candace
Owens is going through a James Bond spy thriller of her own, and I want to walk you through all of this because I hate to break it to Candace, but she seems to be living in a paranoid, manufactured reality in which multiple governments are trying to assassinate her at all times. She has strung together a massive international conspiracy theory that she is at the center of, and she has been live tweeting through all of this. She believes all of this is real, according to sources. She is genuinely convinced, and you have to keep in mind she has one of the largest internet audiences right now. Now, this isn't to necessarily denigrate Candace Owens. I've actually heard some of my fans that watch this show say they also watch Candace, but it's to cast not only doubt, but you guys just got to read some of this shit. So let's start off here. She said today, this was today, quote, I can now say with full confidence that I believe Charlie Kirk was betrayed by the leadership of Turning Point USA and the very people who eulogized him on stage. So we essentially have here a massive conspiracy theory surrounding Charlie Kirk, but it's bigger than that. There are multiple storylines running in this James Bond movie at the same time, and let me walk you back to perhaps one of the most interesting. Candace Owens tweeted a month or two back. She said, quote, 2 days ago, I was contacted by a high-ranking employee of the French government. After determining this person's position and proximity to the French couple, I have deemed the information they gave me to be credible enough to share publicly in the event that something happens. In short, this person claims that the Macrons have executed upon and paid for my assassination. She's saying that the president of France and his wife are targeting her in an assassination attempt, and she's the one that found out through like some tip in the email. Just for some context, Candace Owens has been floating conspiracy theories that Bridget Macron is transgender and was born a man. Completely baseless, completely false. The Macron family launched a lawsuit for defamation saying, hey, you got to stop making like hundreds of videos and posts about us actually being transgender. It's weird. Now she takes it to this. She says, in short, the Macrons have paid upon my execution. Yes, you have read that correctly. More specifically, that the green light was given to a small team in National Gendarmerie Intervention Group. I am told there is one Israeli that is on this assassination squad, and the plans were formalized. Again, this person provided concrete
Top
proof
of the morning,
that they are well
Dirk.
placed within their French government apparatus. Further to this point, This person claims that Charlie Kirk's assassin trained with the French Legion 13th Brigade with multi-state involvement. Okay, dude. Tyler Robinson was a random Discord dude. Tyler Robinson was an antisocial, young dude who got sucked down internet rabbit holes according to every piece of evidence. His roommate has cooperated, has not denied any of this whatsoever. This is some absurd conspiracy theory work, but this is only where it starts. So essentially, Candace Owens is going manic
after this.
her
I'll
Bridget
hit that
McCrone
the
feud
Trump
and transgender thing. Now she's saying the
Trump's
French couple
live.
is trying to assassinate her with the help of an Israeli IDF soldier. There's always, I mean, some people have legitimate Israel derangement syndrome. Listen, I think the Israeli government is starving, likely committing a genocide against the people in Gaza. It is disgusting, despicable. The war needs to end. They need to stop these strikes. But some people legitimately have Israel derangement syndrome, also known as just like anti-Semitic views, where she's constantly talking about the Jews and having legit Nazis on her show. I'm not just making this up, this happens. So she says, Charlie Kirk's assassin trained with the French Legion 13th Brigade. Then she tweets, I am told that payments for assassinations are running through the Club des Cent in France. Like, do you get what I mean by James Bond movie? Like, this is like I'm watching one of the James Bond or Mission Impossible movies, and he's somehow on a mission in France. The payments that run through Club des Cent. You have to go pick up the payments, then do the plan. She says, that means there is a paper trail, and I encourage the patriots of France to do what you can to uncover it. I would again like to stress that there was French female assassin, but also a male Israeli assassin that were selected to kill me. These are joint state operations. This is such a good movie right here. Joint state operations. It's a love story between a French assassin and an Israeli assassin that initially don't like each other. There's a lot of friction. The Israeli assassin is a little bit of an asshole, and the French female assassin doesn't like him at first, but then he saves her life. Like, I've seen 100 movies like this. Candace Owens then posts, this one's hilarious.
CIA's making more movies.
Receiving a ton of emails about my throwaway comment on today's episode regarding noticing a lot of male attendees at the Charlie Kirk assassination were wearing maroon shirts, despite it not signifying UVU school colors. I had no idea that the color was associated with elite airborne operations, encouraging everyone to further hone in on the males wearing maroon.
I mean, that sounds a little crazy, right? If anyone's going to try to do anything, would they all be wearing maroon shirts? They probably just got a big old group text or some kind of mass message where they're like, yeah, let's just go fuck with her head and all wear maroon.
On that day. Wait, this could actually be a breakthrough. I'm just joking. What in the absolute? The male attendees were wearing maroon shirts? What do you think you're onto here? And those maroon shirts were associated with the elite airborne operations? Who's convinced by this stuff? She's also ranting about maroon shirts on her show.
This footage, and any time that I think that somebody is shady or somebody is brought to my attention that is involved or I would like more information on, they happen to be wearing a maroon shirt. Have you guys noted this? Everybody that day, like, I know, look, everybody is liberal and guys wear pink and, Abercrombie's a thing. But
it's salmon. They call it salmon, Candace. They call it salmon.
I've never in my life looked at, every guy seems to be wearing maroon.
This is patently absurd. It's totally the psychological phenomenon where, have you ever seen a new car or gotten a new car or your friends gotten the new car and then you see that car everywhere and it turns into
quick.
I
want to start adding some politics into all this shit because
usually the people who
politics happens every day. There's new politics shit because like I was saying, I want to try to do an hour of YouTube drama, hour. I forget how I broke it down, but hour and a half of YouTube drama and then hour and a half of politics and kind of try to, break it up.
Get caught up in the pattern recognition don't have a platform in front of millions of people and they're going off about crazy conspiracy theories. If I ever get this crazy, guys, if I ever go this wild, please just email me and let me know. Let me know. People are posting memes.
I mean, this dude already did 100K views in 2 hours, bro. Adam's killing it,
Everybody wear matching t-shirts. That is the first thing that international assassin teams are taught. Everybody has to wear matching t-shirts. It's matching t-shirt day. To continue, she says, I have informed people in the federal
Top of the morning,
government and the
Dante.
White House of the France and Israeli assassination plot, and am willing to provide full details, as well as the name of the assassins and international accounts in France and Canada through which money was exchanged. By the way, if you appreciate us going into the depths and covering this stuff, double check to make sure you're subscribed to the Adam Mockler channel. A lot more content to come throughout the next month and year and years. We're starting our own debate formats. We are going to continue to break down news and culture. Candace then says, beyond that, I have shared more information with the public regarding the Bridget story I was investigating at the time of Charlie's assassination. This is all available
Breguet,
on
right?
my Instagram
Not
stories.
Bridget.
In
Breguet.
her mind, this is all connected. Kirk's assassination, Bridget Macron, the transgenderism, her assassination apparently attempt, it's all connected in her mind. She then says, major break. Someone directly involved in the booking process has confirmed to me that our, quote, Egyptians who flew into Provo ahead of Charlie Kirk's assassination were staying at the La Quinta Inn and Suites in Orem, Utah, specifically the University Parkway location. Remember, our Egyptian.
But we've heard about the Egyptians for a while, right?
Flew in on September 4th and stayed through September 13th. We're now looking for footage of these individuals. And then she then said, our show will be off air this week. As an update, both the White House and our counterterrorism agencies have confirmed receipt of what I reported publicly. Emmanuel Macron attempted to organize my assassination. Nobody has confirmed this other than Candace. This is like all happening in a vacuum, by the way. Former generals and people in the Trump admin who are crazy, like General Michael Flynn, an actual QAnon conspiracy theorist, he's retweeted this. People like comedian Dave Smith have retweeted this like, wow, I hope she's okay. I hope they don't end up getting her. Like, some people actually have fallen for this, but I don't see it. This is crazy stuff. She says, also, I will again state that the French legionnaires were involved in Charlie Kirk's assassination, but they did not act alone. For all of you who doubted my claims, you can now look to the President of the United States and our intel communities to issue a statement to confirm whether I'm telling the truth. She posted this a week ago. There has been no statement. No statement has manifested. It's like when the QAnon people kept saying the storm is coming. Any day the storm is coming, and it never came.
Yeah, if you guys watched that QAnon documentary, seems like they were wrong a lot of the time, but every once in a while they'd get lucky and be right about some weird shit, and then people would just run with it. Like, oh, see, they're right. But it's like, you forgot about all the time that they were wrong.
So then today, on December 2nd, the day of recording this, Candace Owens posts, I received information last night that
But
put
the
the
problem
final
with all
pieces
this
together
media,
for me.
bro, is
I can now
anybody
say
can
with full
paint
confidence that
what
I
picture
believe
they
Charlie
want to
Kirk
paint
was
with it. That's
betrayed
where it
by
gets
the
a little
leadership
tricky.
of Turning Point USA and some of the very people who eulogized him on stage. Yes, I will be naming names and providing evidence for my claims, and I am making a personal plea to every well-meaning person who donated to this godforsaken organization to request a refund. You were lied to, and leadership knew. We're going to see how party leadership reacts to this, how TPUSA leadership reacts to this. Listen, I'm not a
But wasn't Turning Point USA, wasn't that like Charlie Kirk's thing? Or was he employed by somebody else? But yeah, wasn't. See, I got to get more up to date on all this shit. All right, let's see what Trump got to say. I got like 15 minutes left.
You have one, John? Yes, sir. Pass him
Man, I hate when you can't. God damn it. I hate when you can't rewind them though, bro. See, this is. Man,
Go ahead, please.
I guess we'll listen to the questions. They all just start blurting shit out.
All right, Brian, yeah, please.
In Southern California, Ruckstack Automotive Group.
Good.
Their message to you, they're 100% behind you right now. They know they're going through some soft sales period.
It's true.
They're in it for the long haul. What's your message to thousands of auto dealerships across this country that are kind of navigating through this tariff?
Yeah, they're going to do better than ever before. They're going to sell cars in America at levels that they've never even thought of before. And they're going to make more money than they ever made before. It's going to be great. They're going to be selling a better car, too. It's going to be a better product.
And they're behind you 100%.
I know that. They have been behind me, right? They knew it was right. They've been asking for this for 25, 30 years, in all fairness. No, They're very happy. I told you the Auto Workers Union, we got tremendous votes. But they like me today even better than they did on Election Day on November 5th because they see the results now. They're all happening. And yeah, and they have plants moving in, Brian. A lot of plants are moving in. Thank you very much for that question. Yeah.
Was Governor Gavin Newsom trying to kill the auto industry then?
Oh, he was killing the auto industry. I don't think he knew it. I think he's a guy who he's just got a faulty thought process. You look at that train. The train is the most. I've seen people, stupid people, with cost overruns for years. I've watched where something would cost twice as much or 3 times. But this thing is
called taxes in California.
20 times more. It's the most incredible disaster I've ever seen. That's one. The cars are just as bad. Everything's bad. And now you have this situation. So his own sheriff, who's a good man, by the way, said 2 days ago or 3 days ago that we could not have done this without the military. They were going to take over this whole, they couldn't have done it. Now today they got him to change his tune. He said, oh, I think we could have handled it. You know, it's so sad. He was so honest. I was using his quote all over the place, and they got him to change. But he knows. Los Angeles would be right now burning to the ground, just like the houses burned to the ground. It's so sad what's going on in Los Angeles. Think of it. They had a fire that should have never had because they should have listened to me in the water. Eventually, we broke in and we had the water come down from the Pacific Northwest. I could show you pictures now with the half pipes, the big half pipes coming all the way down California.
What?
Water, so much water. They don't have any droughts. They don't have any. They have so much water. They sent it all out to the Pacific Ocean for 20 years.
Where is the water
ridiculous.
coming from the Pacific Northwest?
And, we got them to take it now. But what they do and what they're doing, this is a big problem. And what they really want to do is keep criminals because they're trying to protect criminals. Sanctuary cities are a disaster in this country. And most of the voters don't want them. Politicians like them for whatever reason, but I think the politicians are wrong. That's why we won in such a convincing fashion. We won all 7 swing states. We won by millions of votes. We won 2,750 districts.
If you're ever curious,
as
just
opposed
look
to
at
505. That's why when
how
you
many
look at the
people
map, it's
voted
almost all-
in
it's got 2 little
2024
blue stripes on each side
versus
of
how
it.
many
It's
people
almost all
voted
red.
in
But
2020.
no, you have to.
It's kind
I
of
always got
crazy. I
along
think
with
like
Gavin.
10
I like
million more
Gavin. I
people
liked him
voted in
always.
2024
He
than
said
in
I never
2020.
called him. You know, they asked him a question.
Which is a lot. That's a lot.
on Fox, I guess. I never spoke to him. He doesn't remember the call. He doesn't remember. I never spoke. And then I produced a phone call. I had it. It took me about 2 minutes. I said, well, here's the call. It lasted 16 minutes and 4 seconds. And it was at 12:30 in the evening. I actually made a call, didn't pick up. I called him a second time, and he picked up. And I told him, I said, you have to get your ass in gear because you're going to have a problem there. And he would have. If we didn't bring the military in, he would have had, you would have right now something. And I went through it because I follow the rules 100%. And I watched in Minnesota where you have the man who ran for vice president of the United States. Fortunately, he was a disaster. But he wouldn't call in the
crazy,
National
man.
Guard. And I eventually called in the National Guard, but it was seven days late. I said, I'll never do that again. I'm never going to, if I see problems brewing, if they're not going to do the problem, I'm not going to wait 2 weeks. Because that city, Minneapolis, burned down. If you remember the CNN anchor, he was standing there saying, yes, this is a peaceful rally. And behind him, the entire city was on fire. Looked like World War II. And I appreciate the question.
Bro, if you guys are ever curious, go look back on my YouTube
Thank you.
page. I filmed a vlog riding the bike around the LA riots. Me and Gunner took the bikes out and went cruising around, and I filmed on my GoPro. It's like further down on my YouTube channel.
The plane crash was terrible. I've already told them anything we can do. It's a big country, a strong country. They'll handle it, I'm sure. But I let them know that anything we can do, we'll be over there immediately. But it was a horrific crash. It looks like most are gone. They actually maybe have a couple survivors, which is just heard. But that was a horrible crash. Nobody knows. Nobody has any idea what it might be. I gave him a couple of pointers. I said, maybe you'll look at this or that. You know, we saw the plane. It looked like it was Flying pretty well. It didn't look like there was an explosion. It just looked like the engines maybe lost power. But boy, that is a terrible crash. It's one of the
Man,
worst.
this dude's
in
looking
aviation
old as
history.
hell,
Yeah,
huh?
Second.
He got a lot of makeup on.
Well, I'd love to avoid the conflict. Iran's going to have to negotiate a little bit tougher, meaning they're going to have to give us some things that they're not willing to give us right now. I'm the last person. I've kept us out of wars. We defeated ISIS completely, 100%. And I haven't had it's peace through strength. I believe in peace through strength. We have the greatest military in the world. I rebuilt the military, as you remember, for 4 years. I rebuilt the military. And then we gave a chunk of it away, but it was still peanuts. It was a lot, but it was peanuts compared to what we rebuilt. Gave it to Afghanistan, one of the most embarrassing moments in the history of our country with the whole withdrawal, the way they withdrew was very embarrassing. But we rebuilt the military. We have the greatest, strongest military. We defeated ISIS. We defeated ISIS. We defeated ISIS in 4 weeks. It was told to be 5 years. It was going to take 5 years, anywhere from 4 to 5 years. We did it in 4 weeks, with, by the way, headed by the general who's now the head of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. That's why he's there. He said it would take 4 weeks, and he did it in 4 weeks. He did actually a little bit faster. So we have a great country, and we're going to keep it that way. And when it comes to Los Angeles or other cities, if we see other cities are gearing up, and these people are agitators, they're paid, they're professionals, they're insurrectionists, they're troublemakers, they're all of those things. But I believe they're paid, and we're going to find out through Pam Bondi and her great staff, her great people at Justice, who they are. And Mike, I think you're doing some investigations in that in Congress, but we're going to find out who they are, because they're really, I think what they're doing is unbelievably illegal. Just one thing. So they took the bricks away from people. They're walking in with satchels of bricks. Now, why do you have bricks? You have bricks because you throw bricks. They're very potent. If they hit you, they kill you. And they took them away. The military took them away. They saw him. What the hell is this? The guy could hardly carry me. Many bricks. He's a strong guy. Couldn't carry him. And they saw that, and they took him away. Then they found others
Strong
with
guy.
bricks.
Very strong guy.
But they're ingenious. They also brought hammers along, very heavy hammers. And I saw them pounding the curb and pounding the sidewalk. And it was like a military operation. This guy's pounding strong, boom, big shots. And it was breaking up granite, the granite curbs. And the granite was breaking up, and the concrete was breaking up. And there was lines of people standing there, and they're handing him. And then he stopped handing them. They just went down and picked him up. It was so professional. I said, that's a professional organization. This is not like people at random. This guy's breaking up because they couldn't use the bricks. So who would think of this even?
Top of the morning, Corny.
A lot of curbs are broken, a lot of sidewalks broken, but I never saw that before. That's one I haven't seen. I thought I saw it all. And they have it on tape. And with that, people get killed. You know, they go to the bridges and they drop the concrete off the top of the bridge with a car coming along at 70 miles an hour, and the person dies.
Man, that's crazy.
We had a lot of car problems.
I've seen
it
it
like,
they
were littered.
I don't know, a long time ago, some fucking guy, some kids dropped a brick
windshield.
off a bridge, and it just goes straight through the window and killed the people
If we
driving.
didn't go,
But it was like some kids
Los
being
Angeles
dipshits.
Right now would be on fire. It would be a disaster. And we stopped it. And last night was very good. Nobody showed up. You know why they didn't show up? Because we were there. If it was just the police, because the police are great. I know those police, they're great, but they're told not to do anything. They're not allowed to act. Thank you. Well, I don't want to say imminent, but it looks like it's something that could very well happen. Look, it's very simple, not complicated. Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. Other than that, I want them to be successful. I want them to be tremendous. We'll help them be successful. We'll trade with them. We'll do whatever is necessary. You know, I stopped a war between India and Pakistan. And I stopped it with trade. Nobody, I don't think I've ever seen a story written about it, but it was pretty cool. They were getting ready. Pakistan was their turn to hit, and eventually they're going to go nuclear. And I stopped it. I called each. I respect each leader greatly. I know them. And I spoke to them, and I talked about trade. I said, but you're not trading with us if you're going to go to war, if you're going to start throwing nuclear weapons around. And I said it to both of them, and they were both unbelievable, actually. They understood it exactly. They stopped. I stopped that war with phone calls and trade. And India's here right now negotiating a trade deal, and Pakistan's coming, I think, next week. And I'm very proud of that.
It's kind of like how Adam interviews one member and then another member a week later.
Each have very severe, very substantial numbers of nuclear weapons. And I think we should get some credit for that. You know, the whole Republican Party should, because that's their mindset. Please.
It's funny how they all just,
Yes, ma'am. What? Look, I've always been in favor
You hear that
of
person whisper?
students coming in from other countries. That includes China. And we have 500,000 Chinese students coming in. I've always been in favor
All
of
right,
it.
let me close it out with some Reddit scrolling. See what the hell the Reddit got to say. Yo, don't flood my comments with the weird Stan Wars shit. I'm genuinely curious, how is Drake the most streamed while not having the most streamed songs? It is back catalog, or is it because he has a lot of songs more than everybody else? Being a pop star, like, can somebody explain this to me? Most streamed songs globally by rappers on Apple Music in 2025. Billboard's top 10 hot rap songs of 2025. I mean, that GNX album was fire, bro. I wasn't really too big of like the slow singing songs with SZA, but the rest of it, man, there was like 5 bangers on that album for sure. Why is it every time I decide to check the No Jumper Reddit page, I see a new Big Brother on screen in an empty apartment talking about how No Jumper did something to him? Who's he talking about? I seen people post this. I wonder what Adam's talking about. Had probably the craziest phone call of my life last night. Anyone who counted me out is going to be mad as hell. Like, is he talking about an interview or something? Couldn't imagine what. I mean, who knows? Maybe, I guess we'll find out. I wonder if he'll talk about it tonight. I wonder if Munchie ever got the Reddit yet, because he said he ain't got Reddit, but I wonder if he's got it yet. Oh, I seen people saying this.
22 from No Jumper?
Never heard of him.
Are you and Adam cool?
Who is that guy?
Are you guys
Who
cool?
is that?
Adam 22 from No Jumper?
Never heard of him.
For real, it's like that?
I wonder if she feels some type of way. Doesn't Adam hate on her too?
Never heard of him.
Oh, I thought y'all were cool.
Cool. Cool who?
I don't know.
I don't know neither.
I gotta tell you a story after
Hey,
camera.
man, big shout out to the community. You know what I'm saying? Prize Picks, use code community, drop $5, get $50.
That's funny. I've never seen this girl smoking before.
With No Jumper?
What is that?
I actually never really got told what really happened.
I honestly never heard of the company you speak
I
of.
totally forgot you were.
See, he forgot. That means it's,
Can you summarize it?
summarize what?
What happened?
But what?
I really was curious.
That's
man.
Shirley. She used to work for Vlad. You haven't heard the voice? Like, she would do the interviews off camera for Vlad, and then I'm pretty sure she don't work for Vlad anymore. Obviously, she's doing her own thing. Shirley's Temple.
No, that company is.
Whatever, dog.
Do they do good business? Doesn't sound like it.
I'm sure he was paying you well while you were there.
Who? I never heard of the person.
How does it feel to be having your own fucking community on YouTube?
I got to do it. I got to do it for the camera, bro.
Okay.
I done seen you multiple times. I know how your little personality is and all that. Okay. But like, everybody, D-Mac, Mr. Maxter 9, being blackballed a little bit, D.M.A.C _ on YouTube. I'm trying to be bigger than all of these niggas. Every nigga that it is. I'm from Los Angeles. I whoop ass. I act, comedy, and the music really jumps. Tap in with my shit. I'm gonna be all on this nigga stream during this whole time that he here.
Yes, sir.
And I don't give a fuck if his ass get annoyed. You gonna have to let me go viral today, nigga. Streaming right now, bro?
Yeah, yeah.
Can I get a picture?
Yeah, sure, bro.
I get a picture?
Let's do it.
Is that perp? Or is that a perp doppelganger? That ain't perp, right?
I got to do it. I got to do it for the camera.
Shout out D-Mac though, bro. He stay popping up everywhere. That's for damn sure. Who the hell is this guy? Me and OG Mike from Compton. Who is this guy? I seen this pop up earlier. Like, who the hell is it?
No matter girl or boy.
What do the comments say? Y'all suck y'all half after. This is when your mother joined us in the back of the building. Don't say that. You don't know her. Imagine asking a little nobody for a pic. Man, what the fuck is going on in this pic? Your average 47-year-old white guy posing with gang members thinking he looks cool for social media. I'm 35. Chris Long? Yeah, who is this? Did someone just post it because it looks like Adam? Like, who the hell is that? I was confused by this when I seen it earlier.
We condemn people on that.
I'm late, but this D writing here pissed me off. From Lush down to Moose. Dudes grinning from ear to ear, elated, standing at attention when another man walks in the room. A man probably half Lush's age, probably doesn't even know who Tayef Third and Moose is. Come on, dudes. Need to tighten up. I mean, because when Rugrat first came out, he had a couple hard songs, but you listen to like his latest music he put out, it ain't as booming as it was originally. Hell no, that's not Chris Long. Hell no, that ain't Chris, bro. Hell no. That ain't Chris.
Come on, hey. Pop up, good. Hey, that's my dog right there.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Come on, good. Thursday show, we popping it.
He came in
Come on,
with a
baby.
like
Come
camera.
on, good. You got to sit in the middle, good. Come sit in the middle, good. Good street. Come on, good.
I see. What's good with you, bro?
What's up, boy? Young Florida legend right here, man.
That's 10K Track right here. He used to have dreads, I think. He looks a little different without the dreads.
Now, first of all, do you recall young Rugrat, who the first no jumper person to reach out to you was?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Oh God.
I go. You a legend.
Hey, I appreciate
The
that.
shit that you do, the way that you did it, everybody has to respect it.
Yeah, yo.
You know, you stood on your grounds. I seen that on the radar freestyle.
Yeah, yo.
Fire.
That be a glass.
Fire.
That really would set that shit off.
Man, welcome to the Thursday show, man. How you doing?
You know we not out here playing, you feel me? We Gucci down, we bringing legends with us, all kinds of shit.
No matter girl or
Next week, if he can't prove that he talked to Crip Mac before March of 2021.
Hey, let me tell you how I know I remember, right? Because I got into it.
No, I don't want to hear it.
With a real close friend of mine.
I'm good.
Behind Crip
We already
Mac.
talked about it too much.
Yeah, I haven't heard Drew filmed it in a while. Who's a tattletale? Rugrat?
No, it's
No, this real
We're
shit.
done.
You
We're done.
don't
We're done.
dictate.
We're done.
You want to talk? I'm going to talk. But who you think you are?
Shout out to Everything 420.
Oh, this is an old clip, 'cause that's the old desk.
Already thinks you're a liar, and now you're lying about this. It's crazy.
Yo, bro, we
Your
can stop
credibility is
and rewind it
fucked.
right now.
Did they get rid of the desk and go back to the chair? Or was this old, right? I'm confused.
No, there's no reason because we already know you're lying.
Your credibility is.
You're lying right now to them.
You the culture, bro.
Oh, track, yeah. Remember when he turned in the cell phone? Like, bro, why'd you even have that cell phone on you still? You should have got rid of that shit a long time ago, bro. It should have been in the bottom of a river somewhere.
gang riots.
You notice how he just goes to the most dumb
It's the
bullshit
truth.
argument ever? Well, you a culture vulture. Oh, well, that's really
It's
going to
the
help the fact that you
truth.
just got caught lying.
Bro, listen.
I'm tired of hearing suspect chew on the damn mic and talk about the same thing every time he's on the pod. I listen on my AirPods with active noise canceling, and it's like chewing in my damn ear. Yeah, I don't know why Adam never put his foot down and said no eating on the goddamn pod. Like, that's the biggest disrespect to all the listeners, is having someone chew food in your ear. It's crazy. Oh, wow. 20 verse 1 with Jay Leese. When you guys think Lush will stop making women uncomfortable? Obviously, women don't find him attractive. He's a foaming, deteriorating crackhead who clearly has very noticeable hygiene issues. Do you guys think Lush will make another female uncomfortable in December? No comments, so no ups or downs either. Damn. How one Dallas indie turned into a single Mo3 song into a $25 million DMCA reckoning. One song, $250 million war, indie label lawsuit could force the music industry to financially fix the DMCA Dallas, Texas. The federal lawsuit filed in the Northern District of Texas on September 2nd, 25 is rapidly becoming one of the most significant legal threats in modern music industry that has faced, and it all started with one unreleased song, Tulsa Nights Entertainment Group, and a Dallas-based entertainment label. What is this? DMCA? What is that? Formal request under the Digital Millennium Copyright Act to remove content that allegedly infringes on copyright material. It is sent to an internet service provider, web host, to get shit taken down.
Hey, Blueface, I saw you.
This is old news. It's funny. That ain't Dijon. Bro, that table is heavy as hell, man. I would hate to be Mikey or Steve or whoever the hell has to fucking lift it. 'Cause that table is heavy as a mofo. Fucking litter and lush. Kick Ricky off the show. Dude be talking in circles about shit that don't matter. Yeah, he gets a lot of hate.
We had fun, but then also, like, I remember one time he asked me for $1,000 so he could get fly for his hood day.
I didn't see you there.
Hey, I ain't mad at for extra, bro. Worth a try, right? Who knows? You don't know if you don't ask. All right, I went 10 minutes over. My son gets out early today. I got to hit the gym, bro. I finally tested under 50 nanograms on the little piss test, and the line's pretty dark, so we're making headway, bro. I got to get under 15 nanograms to go take the test so I can get on to the next step of this damn school that I'm taking, the driving school. So I got to keep hitting the gym, get my metabolism going, keep it going. Yeah, you could tell Ricky, he's a college bro. He was probably a fraternity guy. This is probably Ricky's Twitter Finsta right here.
Got the GLTBQ community on.
All right, I got to get out of here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to turn this damn stream off. I hope so. Because, yeah, it's been giving me problems all morning. Well, yeah, let me do it. Oh, fuck. I can't really do it. Oh, I could do it from here. All right, I appreciate you, Quick. I appreciate you, Dante. Appreciate you, Corey. Appreciate you, Tech. Appreciate you, Dirk. Appreciate you, Donnie Gomez, 44. Appreciate you, JJ. Appreciate you, Cree. I missed you, Mr. E. Appreciate you, Mr. E. I have it on my phone today, so I don't have the chat that big on my other screen because fucking YouTube Live are giving me problems. Or YouTube Studio, I mean. Appreciate you, Christian. Appreciate you, Progressive. All right, yeah. I think that knocks it out. But, oh yeah, if you haven't, please hit the like button. That shit helps out. Try to get me to like 15 likes, please, because I could tell the video does better when the likes are up. But all right, I'm out of here. Let me try to turn this shit off and see if YouTube Studios still being my worst enemy today. All right, I'm out of here. Deuces. Yeah, where's Joe Mac, man? That guy worked for NASA. He's been MIA lately, huh? But all right, let me try to turn this shit off. All right, I'm out of here.